Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And it's a super Sunday. It's a good day, calm as you can see. I'm in the field as usual, and my main aim today guys is not to train as usual as we used to. Today being on a super Sunday, it's Father's Day, and of course, being on a Father's Day, this is a special Sunday. And we say that if it's a special day, with all due respect, we respect it, and we make it special to those who it concerns. So if you're new here, my name is Masama, the legendary martial artist. Today we are not training as usual. Today we are doing something different. It's not about motivation, but today we are talking about fathers. Yes, to all the fathers, to us the father figures, to all the aspiring fathers, and to all upcoming fathers, I say happy Father's Day. And today I just want to focus on the importance of fathers in our society. You know, many people take it for granted. We take the value of fathers for granted, and this is one issue that makes me feel sad, because for the longest time in this world, we've neglected the fact that fathers have a very big impact to our lives, in as much as day-to-day life is concerned. And I've realized that many people forget the value of fathers in a very quick way, or in a very quick uh, manner, within a very short of period of time. I can tell you, the world without fathers could be such a horrible world. But you find the world with fathers, they shape us, they tell us the way forward, they advise us, they impact wisdom into our lives, and you find uh, life is interesting because of fathers. And today I just want to call out each and every person. Let us not forget the value of fathers. I've been to many villages, and you find out that when the fathers get old, I tell you, trust me, majority of fathers are not cared for. All we care for is, we care about women, we care about girls a lot, and we forget about the father, and the masculine, and the father figures, and the men in general. It's really saddening to see how men go through a lot without someone to encourage them, without someone to motivate them, without someone to hold their hands, back their shoulders, give them a hand and a shoulder to lean on. We assume men are superheroes, and we tend to forget about their needs, forget about their weaknesses. We tend to forget about their needs. In as far as living is concerned, we assume men can take care of themselves without any help, but that's not the truth. Men go through a lot sometimes, and they fight depression alone. They fight anxiety, tiredness, they fight stress, they fight rejection, and many things. And that's what is my main concern for today. And I just want to talk to each and every person out here today. Let's also try to value the fathers. Let's try to value the male version of our society, okay? Because without men, this world cannot be a world. As you can see, majority of the pilots, engineers, the captains, I can say, I can argue from a verified viewpoint. You can bear me the truth, you can back me up if I'm lying. I tell you, most complicated jobs are done by our fathers and men out there. And you find out that even in their day of celebration, like today is Father's Day, I have realized that we are not celebrating our fathers as we ought to. Why? Because we assume that men don't need appreciation, men don't need support, men don't need to be backed up. That's why you can see on the allow me to do this comparison. When you compare Mother's Day to Father's Day, I can see Mother's Day is normally hyped. You see Mother's Day on television, Mother's Day on gazettes, Mother's Day on each and every platform. But when it comes to Father's Day, we tend to be so forgetful, and I can bear witness that we neglect it knowingly. We understand it's Father's Day, we neglect it, we don't advertise and create awareness that it's Father's Day. Why? Because we assume that men don't really need those kind of appreciation. We assume men are superheroes, men don't need to be backed up. We assume that our fathers and men don't need uh, to be told sorry, don't need to be encouraged, and this is the society we are living in right now. uh, this generation have devalued men compared to the previous generation. I can say in the past, men were highly valued in the society compared to right now. I can say we prioritize ladies compared to men, and that's one factor that we should check out. We've shifted all our efforts, all our energy on women, and I can say you, men go through a lot. That's why you don't find them mostly in churches. In churches we find women, but in clubs we find a lot of men. Why? Because they tend to go there and relieve some stress, because they go through a lot. That's why you find in our let's say in our prisons there are a lot of men compared to women, because men tend uh, to go through a lot. They fight enemies they don't know, they fight obstacles, they fight stress, anxiety, they fight depression, they fight even witchcraft, they fight spiritual powers of which they don't understand. That's a man. And generally, as a nation, as a world, let us also try to rethink of men, of fathers, of and let's appreciate the impact that these people are putting in our day to today lives. I've seen fathers do great things, and at the end of the day we tend to glorify mothers, and we forget the fathers that did it behind the scene. uh, for example, it has happened many times in Africa. I've seen many families, the father maybe is working at a city, and the mother is back at home with the children, and you find out the father is sending upkeep money, is sending support to the children, but when the mother receives the money, he does the shopping and tells the children that she is the one providing, and these children end up hating their own father that is providing for them. And I can advise our mothers with all due respect, if our fathers are doing their best, you shouldn't blackmail them. Why should you blackmail our fathers in front of our children? And these children, when they grow up with the mentality of hating their own father, referring to him as a deadbeat. Yet the father was busy providing, but only behind the scenes. Why? Because maybe time did not allow him to show up and tell you whatever is doing to keep you healthy, to keep you uh, living a good lifestyle, enjoying nice vehicles and a good home. And I can say men generally don't need to keep shouting or keep telling you what they did for you. That's men. Men, they do things in silence. And doing these things in silence has really made the lives of many fathers to be hard. Why? Because these fathers work so hard, give us all they have, sacrifice, and at the end of the day, uh, I can say selfish mothers tend to impact negatively their children and give lies to them that they are the one providing and tell them that the father is not providing. And this has created hatred among many children and fathers. That's why you find that when many men and fathers get old, all the attention shifts to the mothers. The mothers are well taken care of compared to men because of the things these mothers used to tell their children while they were growing up. And you'll bear me witness that in many African houses and in many African homes, when you find out that the mother is still alive and the father is still alive, all the children tend to lean on the mother's side. Why? Because they think that the mother was the one providing for them, while the father was busy hustling out there and ensuring that the mother is okay, the mother is well. At the end of the day, we find out that these children uh, were brainwashed and they were influenced and they believed that the father was an absentee father and didn't care at all cost. And that's something very bad of which shouldn't be encouraged in our societies. Let's uh, pray for our mothers to be kind enough to tell their children the truth. Tell them that even though your father is not here, he's the one providing. Even though your father is not here, he's doing his best to ensure that you have a healthy living. And that's why I'm here today. Let's just appreciate fathers for once. The things they do behind the cameras might seem easy, might seem uh, unrecognizable, might seem ordinary or obvious, but I can tell you, once they leave a gap, the gap will never be filled at any cost. Because you find that the most hard jobs are the Caribbean jobs, in the ocean, the railway jobs, the airplane and the machinery industry. I can say it's our fathers, the men, the masculinity is the one working there. But we shift all uh, the 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 effort on women. We forget these fathers. It's a call to the whole world. Also, the fathers and the men and the upcoming fathers or the boy child has some rights also. Let's not focus on the gender imbalance. Let's not lean on one side, because at the end of the day we are all human beings, and at one point in life one becomes weak. We tend to become weak because that's nature. You cannot be standing throughout. Sometimes you fall, sometimes things don't go as planned, and you find out that without support, without someone to help you stand, without a shoulder to lean on, then definitely you might likely encounter a horrible moment in this life. That's why we are here today to recognize their fathers in this day. And funny enough, I can see some people not appreciating the fathers. Even some of our mothers are not really appreciating the father's impact. We tend to assume, or we are busy, we've forgotten what time is it today, what date is it. We tend to forget the function or the main agenda of today, and that's something very weird. We should value each and every person in the society equally. So if we celebrate mothers and hype the whole event, also let's try to hype the Father's Day as well, so that they feel loved, they feel appreciated, and this will greatly change our society. Because without these fathers are the ones that can see something and give a warning. They tell us the truth. They teach us how to become responsible. They teach us how to be uh, nice husbands and nice breadwinners. They tell us not to give up. They motivate us. Uh, they teach children on how to be a man and how to stand when others are crying, to be a source of strength. And without fathers, we cannot get this information. And today, I just want to challenge each and everybody. If you have a father and your father is still alive, why don't you reach out? Just give a message of appreciation. That will be enough. Even if you don't have something to buy a gift, just reach out. A sweet message of appreciation will greatly impact. Okay? It will be heartwarming, it will be encouraging, it will be nice, it will be a nice moment. Just sharing a message with sweet words, appreciating the presence of that father, appreciating the presence of that spiritual father, maybe a stepdad or a stepfather. Maybe you are adopted by a father who's not your biological father, and just saying that word, thank you for being there for me, thank you for supporting us, thank you for making our life seem to have a meaning. That is greatly of huge importance, and it's of great respect and honor, appreciating fathers in the building, and they'll release blessings unto us. They'll give a word of wisdom, because when we please our fathers, that's the source of blessing. It's Isaac that blessed Jacob, and we obtain blessings from fathers. Okay, so if we neglect those fathers that are there for us, we tend to chase away our blessings. We chase away our blessings by ourselves, by ignoring the fact and the impact of our fathers. So today, we are out as usual, as you can see, but instead of training, we've been training all through. we are not supposed to be selfish. So today we just dedicate this day to our fathers. We say they are special to us. It's their special day. All the fathers, I'll be a father also. I appreciate myself as an aspiring dad, as an aspiring father. I don't neglect the fact that we've been forgotten for a longest time as men. And today we just want to bring this notion to an end. This notion of believing that men are superheroes and they don't need attention, they don't need support, they don't need care, that is totally wrong. Men are also human beings, fathers are also human beings. They go through a lot, they fight battles of which we don't know, be it spiritual battles, physical battles. I've told you, men fight enemies they are not aware about. Men fight battles they don't know how they got in. They just found themselves in a battlefield and they are battling wars of which they don't know. So if we don't have some people to defend the fathers, then who will defend them? Because we tend to put fathers under pressure, we tend to stretch them out, we tend to make their lives hard because we assume that fathers are superheroes. But I tell you today, fathers are also human beings, and they need care, they need attention, they need to be asked. If they are doing great, they need to be taken care of, they need to be looked at, they need to be bought presents. You need to award them presents oftenly. They need to wear some nice suits, they need to be bought some nice cars. Let us not uh, assume like fathers are robots and mistreat them and just neglect them. It's not right, it's not a blessing, it's not advisable. We can change our society by appreciating the value and the effort of fathers. I tell you, these people are the only people that can stand with you, can fight for you, regardless of your situation, regardless of your weaknesses. The fathers will make you feel stronger, and that's why we are here to appreciate you, all the fathers out here, from my media, from my team YouTube. We are saying thank you so much for being good and responsible fathers. We are saying thank you so much for impacting our lives positively. It's not easy being a father, but you fathers have been fighting very hard, ensuring that you don't fail us. That's something incredible about all fathers. And the world might seem not to recognize the effort, but from a positive and a correct standpoint, without fear of any contradiction, I can say the impact of fathers in this society should not be downplayed, should not be seen as nothing, but should be taken with a lot of interest. And we should also try to rethink of how these people are surviving, rethink of how these people are going through pain, sacrifices, to just ensure that the ones depending on them can have a right and a nice life. Okay, so let us think of how these men of value, these fathers, impact our generation. And 99% they impact us positively. teaching how teaching us how to win bread, teaching us how to have hope, teaching us how to remain strong even though you are weak, teaching us how to keep going even though we feel like falling, teaching us on how to just have some positivity. Even though it doesn't work today, it will definitely work some days. These are men, these are fathers that kept us going. These are fathers that would see the future and advise, my son, this way is not the correct way, and they'll give a warning. And without them, we would rather lose direction. We will not know the way forward. We will have a bad life. We will live a miserable life only because we don't have the fathers to guide us. But with the fathers, they tell us this direction is not right. This direction leads to destruction in this and this and this. And what I can say is that we should have also some foundations to cater for the needs of men. Yes, I can't downplay the fact that these are the strongholds of the society. They are the PowerPoint, and we assume each and every man to be strong, each and every father to be strong. But also, at some point, they get weak, and we should also have some foundations that can defend them when they need help. We should also have some foundation that can tend to uh, relook at the issues they go through. We can have some therapies for them. Uh, we can have some mental checkups. We can have some chill out moment, take them out, ask them how they feel, and we learn a lot because most of the time men don't speak out their minds, and men don't show their pain. They tend to go through a lot in silence because as a man and yearning for help, they don't really like to do it. So you find men struggling with a burden of which they don't share it out. They struggle with a lot of pain, a lot of burden, a lot of uh, mental stress, but they have no one to share the pain with. They wake up, they sleep with that anxiety, they sleep with pain, and they wake up the following day. They go to hustle to bring food for the family, and guys, I tell you, we forget men very quickly. So today being on a Father's Day, I just want to shout out each and every father figure, each and every responsible father, the spiritual fathers, the physical fathers, our forefathers that were grandparents. Thank you so much for being there. We appreciate you, we love you. Without you, we wouldn't be here. And yes, we just want to recognize your efforts. A nation without fathers, it's just something horrible. I can see you do all the hard work. Men and fathers do every hard job in this society. And today I recognize them, each and every man out there. It's your day. Sip some cold water, enjoy yourself, have some nice moments. It's your day, of course. Enjoy life, okay? And it will be nice, it will be great, it will be awesome. So that's it for now, guys. My time is out. Respect to all fathers out there, and I love you so much. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. My name is Masama. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And a special happy Father's Day to all fathers out there. Until next time, I'm out.